Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video and would like to receive notification of my future video postings, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Earlier today, I told my wife that when she got back this evening, I will have a nice dinner ready for her. I asked her what she would like for dinner. She said she would like to have shrimp to go with some nice vegetables. By about 6 p.m., my phone rang and it woke me up because I fell asleep. And it was my wife, and she told me that she will be home in about 20 minutes. Oops, I jumped out of chair. I know I better get going because I need to have dinner ready in 20 minutes before she gets home. I scurried into the kitchen. The first thing I did was to take some shrimp out of the freezer and had them thawed out. I decided to use medium shrimp instead because they thawed out faster, so I put them in a bowl of lukewarm water. In the meantime, I look into the refrigerator to see what I have. Now, advanced prepping saved my life because most of the ingredients I'm going to use tonight are already ready to go. The first vegetable I decide to use is broccoli. The broccoli is about 10 days old and they really need to be rescued. However, they still look pretty good. If I have not prepped the broccoli, they would not be usable. By prepping them, they create a lot of airspace in the container. It prevents them from rotting. Anytime when prepping reduce the moisture of the ingredients, it always increases the shelf life. So okay, right there I have 4 cups of broccoli ready to go. I took them out of the refrigerator and set them next to the stove on the counter. Next, I found some zucchini that my wife brought in from garden this morning. I just prepped them after she brought into the kitchen. I really enjoy vegetable fresh in from the garden, and I know my wife has been very proud of the zucchini and she will be very pleased that I used them. So I brought the zucchini from the refrigerator, so now I have 2 cups of zucchini to go with the broccoli. So I next found some thinly sliced carrots in the refrigerator, and I brought some out set next to the other 2 ingredients. So you can see by prepping in advance, in just a few minutes, I have all the ingredients that I need to make this dish. So to make sure that I am fully ready by the time when she gets home, I went ahead and set the table. By this time, the shrimp has already been thawed, so I'm to get ready for the shrimp to be used in the stir fry. I first drain as much water as I possible from the shrimp, and then I put the shrimp in a colander and tap it against a towel to remove as much water as possible. I would like to remove as much moisture as I could from the shrimp because any moisture will lower the temperature of the oil and that will not seal in the flavor and tenderness of the shrimp. I'm very fussy about my shrimp. I would like to cook the shrimp exactly the way how I like it. So by now I have about 10 minutes left to finish the dinner. So the next thing to do is that I want to make sure I have some rice ready. I always have some cooked rice in the refrigerator and I will microwave them. And I found that the jasmine rice is the best rice for reheating. They stay moist and tender. In fact, I could not tell the difference between the reheated rice versus the freshly cooked rice. For 2 cups of rice, I'm going to microwave it for about 1 minute, but I'm going to do it just before I serve dinner. Okay, now I have everything ready to go. And by now I have about 7 minutes left to cook the dish. I'm going to use 2 templates for cooking this dish. One is the stir-fry shrimp template. Another one is the stir-fry vegetable templates. I know both of the templates very well. This is the beauty of templates-based cooking because you don't have to follow the recipe with their restriction. You can make modification, adjustment, and changes along the way. I'm going to cook the shrimp and the vegetable separately. I'm going to cook the shrimp first. The reason is that I can have full control of the doneness of the shrimp. So I first spot season the wok. If you are not familiar with this seasoning method, please take a look at this video. I'm going to cook the shrimp exactly the way it is without marinating because I want to have the natural flavor of the shrimp. I really enjoy cooking the shrimp in the wok because it is very fast. It takes less than 50 seconds. This method of cooking the shrimp is simple, direct, and straightforward. I think it's the best way. It allows you to cook the shrimp to the exact texture that you like. At the end, I add half tablespoon of minced garlic to the shrimp to give it a little bit more flavor. I think this is probably one of the most wonderful aspects of home cooking because you can create the flavor exactly how you like it. And I call it flavor chasing. So I set the shrimp aside, and next I'm going to start to cook the vegetables. I'm going to cook it in the wok without washing it. I'm going to start out with both the broccoli and zucchini. They take about the same amount of time to cook. As I cook, I notice that I don't have enough oil to cover the vegetables, so I use my oil squeeze bottle to add more oil. During this time of cooking, I keep the heat setting on high, but I stir the content rapidly to make sure nothing gets burned. I cut the ingredients to the size that are most perfect for stir fry, but I also cut them into what I call a geometrically interesting shape, so they look aesthetically pleasing. I then add 1 cup of carrot to provide both flavor and texture, but more importantly, the carrot also provide color to the dish. I stir fry the vegetable for another 40 to 50 seconds. At this point, I probably could stop if I want the vegetable to be a little bit crunchy. However, I like the vegetable a little bit tender, so I'm going to steam them directly in the wok by adding some water. I try not to add too much water because I don't want the dish to be too watery, and I will add more water as it is needed. Lastly, I use a seasoning mix that I put together to enhance the natural flavor of the vegetables. If you'd like to learn more about the seasoning, you can take a look at this video. Sometimes I also create a sauce for the vegetable, such as a teriyaki sauce or a spicy sauce. However, I prefer the natural flavor of the vegetables because the sauce might overwhelm. Lastly, I add the shrimp to the wok and I mix the contents together, and the dish is done. The cook time of this dish from start to finish is just a little bit under 7 minutes. At that time, I heard my wife walk into the front door. I hit the microwave button to warm up the rice, and I put the dish on the table with a couple wine glasses for my wife's favorite wine. I would like to use this example to demonstrate the efficiency and effectiveness of the fast cooking system. By using this approach, I was able to create a meal in 20 minutes that is of restaurant quality. By using the 4 attributes of my fast cooking system, flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking, you can replicate this without any difficulty. Thank you for watching. If you would like to receive notification of my future video postings, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you enjoy this video, please click the like icon below. This will help me to improve the visibility of my YouTube channel as well as to reach a broader audience. See you next time.